Yeah.
Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Tryna find that gold. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Tryna find that gold. Living for diamonds and finding a match. Broken, I'm bummy, but still got some cash. Making it dash when I'm running a pass. Can't calm down, don't know how to relax. Belly the beast, ripping the beat. Killer, killer cam, killer, killer OD. Gunning up cheese, gunning up cheese. Hey, what you want from me? You and your friends got a party at my place. Just bring all your girls, shawty. I can hardly wait, yeah, I try. No lie, let's get real, like right now, yeah, I try. No lie. God damn it, I'm fucked. Yeah. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Tryna find that gold. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Tryna find that gold. Sipping on the bottle, got the next round. Mommy wanna get it, ain't no test ride. Feeling like you lifted with the best right here. Yeah, keep killing the shit. Yeah. Getting cold feet, baby, no more. Slipping on my always ready to fall. Call me when you wanna, baby, blow my phone. Hey, say less if you're ready, let go. You and your friends got a party at my place. Just bring all your girls, shawty. I can hardly wait, yeah, I try. No lie, let's get real, like right now, yeah, I try. No lie. God damn it, I'm fucked. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Tryna find that gold. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Tryna find that gold. Tryna find that gold.
Oh, look at that passing.
Tryna find that gold. Got a brand new phone.
Warming up.
Got a brand new phone.
Let's see.
Push my buttons, come and let me know. And we'll speed dial and put the time on hold. Glass half empty, but tonight
Shooting +1. Wow. EA. Going all out EA.
Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Tryna find that gold. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Tryna find that gold. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Tryna find that gold. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. Got a brand new phone. Slide on the corner, feeling brand new dope. God damn it, I'm fucked.
We're running in circles again. The end of a trend. The world descends until we're nothing but the children of hell. The angels are fallen. It's time to take back the throne.
You got a mic? Got a mic? Let me put in FC stuff. just put
It's time to take back the throne.
Well, you never got a 300, did you? 250, 254,
Close. A little bit higher.
257.
257, well done. How many runs did I make in the 06-07 Ashes series?
Probably plenty. 370.
370.
Okay, 800.
Somewhere in between.
Well, you average 53, so yeah, I'll give you a 540.
576. Pretty good though. Now you should get this one.
Oh, okay, here we go.
How many test matches did I captain you in?
I reckon about 20, about 25.
25.
Oh, there you go.
Well played. Well done. And last one,
Oh, here we go.
what's my golf handicap?
2.
Two in a row. Isn't it? Yeah.
Look at this card. My word.
Who doesn't have pace? A good pace booster, isn't it? Oh, 2 pace, wow.
Seven, 2, 7, 3, 7, 4, 8, 4, 8, 5, 8, 6, 8, 7, 8, all. 9, 8, 9, all. 10, 9, 10, all. 11, 10, 11 all, 12, 11.
Oh no. That's gotta be a fun. Surely that's a fine. You can't do that. That's so long.
It's time we settle things once and for all. My era has begun!
That's crazy. Oh, should we do some of the Zebas? Oh, that's what I was going to put.
What? You want to fight me? I guess you're the one who lost today.
I love you! That worked! Yo, 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 yo. Oh my, I love. What the fuck? Yo, oh my god, I love my life. Yo, this is insane. Yo, whoever did that, I love you. Holy fuck. There's no way that just worked. Yo, I don't know what it was. Listen, bro, if I can find out who it was, I'm gonna give you $1,000. I got you. Oh my god. I didn't have to pay. Oh, fuck, it's making me do a whole QR code.
Year-old adult. I do not plan to grind the way that I have in the past. Oh, did I say 24? Oh, sorry. Plus 10. Plus 10. Sorry. 34. 34.
What? Oh, I also gonna have the acceleration too. Can't even debug Gilroying it. Should we stack the same Evo? The same dude. Ah. What was he before? Hang on. Hang on. Oh, 85 acceleration. Goes to 88. 88. He's already got relentless, didn't he? What? You give it to Izzo? No way, you can get relentless on a keeper.
Yeah, this is... The long and short of it...
15 seconds.
Bernie saying, you tested positive for COVID today. Girlfriend saying, no, that was 2 weeks ago. I did not anticipate having to commentate a couple's quarrel here, but here we are. Either way, uncomfortable for all the fans here who are just wanting to see a little bit of tennis tonight, but I don't know that they're going to get it.
Please.
All right, that does it. So retiring due to illness is Bernard Tomic. Then Shimizu Yuta is into the quarterfinals tomorrow. 6-1 retired. So as you can hear, Mark Bell, our challenger supervisor, saying the doubles is available for all of these fans who are out here to watch over.
Money. Too much to money. What do we? And I put the wall on him as well. I haven't even got to go for this seasonal. 8 more, 2 Netherlands. 14 more. I don't need to start. That was just some YouTube, man. What's your YouTube? Oops. 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 Oh no. Oh no.
A young pregnant woman
Oh,
vanishes
no.
without a trace. And then the unthinkable.
Oh boy. Yeah, you can close that.
Oh no. Oh, Kevin, I'm watching the YouTube, guys.
But
Hit
this
that like.
chilling discovery was only the beginning. It would take years and a nationwide manhunt before the killer was finally caught.
I'm gonna get arrested.
This is Scandal, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Thrilling. I don't know about thrilling.
It started as a routine police stop. A traffic cam in Missouri tipped police off to some stolen plates, so they pulled the car over. But when they discovered the driver's identity, they were shocked to find there was a warrant out for his arrest. And not just that, he'd been on the run for years and was wanted states away for a horrific crime.
Yeah, this guy has a homicide warrant for hiding a dead baby. Hiding a dead baby's body.
If you're interested in cases like this one, we're talking body cams, top true crime news, and even deep dives into some of the most scandalous of cases, then make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss anything. Now onto the case of Jose Dominguez Garcia. When this case finally saw its day in court, the judge did not hold back.
There are not many crimes that are more vicious or aggravated.
But long before charges, a plea agreement, or even an arrest, this story begins with a relationship between Jose and 24-year-old Rosalie Rodriguez. Rosalie was originally from Peru, but back in 2020, she was living in Wisconsin. She was working at the Sprecher's restaurant and pub in Lake Delton, Wisconsin, which is just outside the Wisconsin Dells. And at the time, big things were on the way for Rosalie. She was already the mom to a 4-year-old girl, but she was expecting another girl too. Back in March of 2020, she got
That'll
pregnant
work out
again
as well.
and was now expecting a second daughter, this time with Jose. By all accounts, Rosalie was a loving mother to her daughter and was seemingly excited for her second baby. That's why it was so strange then when Rosalie just disappeared. I've seen multiple dates reported for when Rosalie was last seen. Some say July 2nd, 2020, and others say July 4th, 2020. But either way, Rosalie was last seen in early July. The Leader Telegram reported that Rosalie was last seen wearing black stretch pants and a t-shirt that said Sprecher's Restaurant and Pub. Now, this information was given to the authorities and they put out a missing persons report. But for a while, that was it. It was like Rosalie just vanished without a trace. So weeks go by with no information on Rosalie's disappearance when suddenly there's a break in the case, but it came in a very unexpected way. About 150 miles northwest of where Rosalie was last seen, officials in Chippewa County, Wisconsin made a drug bust. Now, this happened on October 14th, 2020, more than 3 months after Rosalie was reported missing. So while going through this drug bust in Wheaton, Wisconsin, investigators got an interesting tip from an informant. A suitcase had been found on an abandoned farm. And at face value, it's not that strange. But it was what was inside of the suitcase that really caught investigators' attention.
All right.
Oh boy. Yeah, you can close that.
He mentioned something weird about finding a body.
That second clip is from a body camera recording of an interview with Mai Thao, who at the time was facing charges of possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia, among other things. While in jail, investigators spoke with Mai and asked him about this rumor about a suitcase. And a quick note, throughout this interview, and the next one we'll show you, the name Bernie comes up a lot. Now, Bernie is not interviewed in this case, at least on camera, and was not charged in relation to Rosalie's death, so we'll just stick to identifying him as Bernie only. Okay, now on to the body cam.
So we're talking about Bernard Robertson, Bernie's carpet?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, while you were with Bernie doing carpet or whatever, is there anything that would be very unusual or something that you may want to bring up to me?
This one time I was at his house, and he came home. I don't know. He just
It's not in there.
mentioned something weird
You passed it
about
to.
finding a body. I wasn't sure if it's real or not, but the way his face reacted and everything, I thought it was real. But then I just told him, you know, if you did find a body or something, you know, I would suggest you tell somebody, because if I was the parents, I would want to know if I had a kid who was somewhere, you know, and I would want to know, because, you know, if somebody finds it, you know, I would want to know and get a proper burial for them. And that's really all I said.
What did Bernie say?
He said, like, he went to this abandoned area, and then he saw the suitcase, and he opened it, and that's what he found. And he scared reported because, like, he opened it and his print is on it, so he don't know what to do. So like, you know, if you really didn't do it, you should at least report it.
Okay.
That's why I talked about that subject.
Did you, did he say anything about, or I guess I should ask the question, when did you recall him saying this?
It was about like, probably a little more than a week ago, probably close to 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How many times has somebody told you they found a body before?
There's one time.
Okay, all right.
But
so,
but I was really, you know, I really didn't want to, you know, be involved. Really didn't want to have anything to do with it because I'm scared myself too because I've never heard such thing before. But I was telling him, you know, him to report if it's real. You know, if it's real, it's report it. I want to go see it. I don't want to go near it. I want to have anything to do with it. That's all I said.
Okay. Have you heard of anything in the news or anything? Okay. So, when Bernie tells you this, you kind of say, hey, do what you need to do, call the police, whatever. Did Bernie ever, you said it was abandoned?
Yeah, he mentioned something about like the place is abandoned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he describe the place at all?
Well, like, we kind of, it's on our way to work, I think.
Okay.
On, Claremont, I think it's on Claremont, it's the same road, Claremont, to get to, you drive past, Claremont, and you go past 312, towards, 29 or something.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be, he kind of pointed out to me, it's on the left, on the right side, going towards 29.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he actually drove by with you?
Yeah, yeah.
And pointed it out?
Yeah.
What did it look like to you?
It looks like, the buildings are abandoned, like some shacks are like falling down and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could see all this from the road?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Did you actually drive onto the property at all?
No.
Okay.
No, I told him I don't want to go near, I don't want to go near, I don't want to have anything to do with it. I'm scared, that place looks scary.
Okay. When he drove by and pointed it out to you, did it kind of seem real to you then?
Yeah, I mean, it seems real, it seems scary, it seems like bad, it seems like something's creepy about it.
As detectives explained, they have to follow up on stories they've been hearing about this suitcase and what's inside.
So we're just kind of following up on some rumors. And some of the rumors, we want to clarify whether it's fact or fiction, so to speak. And so one of the rumors was possibly you and Bernie were on an abandoned farm and you may have discovered a suitcase.
Oh, no. I've never been on the farm, never discovered any suitcase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And if there was such a suitcase or something like Bernie explained to you, and there is further testing and things like that, your DNA or fingerprints or nothing would be on anything, correct?
No.
Okay. Because if you did, this would be the time to tell us.
Yeah, I've never been to a farm. I've never seen any I've never seen anything. I've never seen the suitcase that he mentioned before.
Mai mentions he's a father and says he's compelled to be open with detectives because of that.
If somebody's family, and if I was the parents, I would want to know I would want to know, my daughter too. If my daughter's missing or whatever, I would want to know too.
Okay. Well, why do you think there's a daughter?
Huh? Because he said, because he told me that he thinks it's a little girl. Because he said he looked at it and the size of the pelvis or whatever. He gave me some details about it.
Tell me about those details.
He just said he thinks it's a little girl, and you know, and he look at the size of the pelvis, about this big or whatever, so it's a little girl, he think.
Okay.
But
He's pretty definite that he's seen a body.
yeah.
Okay.
And like, I don't know, I told him like, I don't know, I don't want to go near there. I don't want anything to do with that. Like, if there's a body there, I don't want to go near there.
Investigators then ask who else knows about the suitcase.
So, since then, did you know of anybody else that Bernie told?
He probably told
No, that you know, not guessing.
Oh, I don't know, but it seems like the girl, Mackenzie knows about it. So
tell me about that.
Well, because he said that Mackenzie told the cops about it when they came and raided the house because about it, and I said, you know, well, you should at least let Bernie tell because Bernie was the one who found it. You should let Bernie, and Bernie said Bernie was gonna tell you guys that day or whatever.
So Mackenzie, after the search warrant, you talked to Mackenzie?
Yeah.
And she's the one that told you that she told the police?
Yeah.
How did she know about it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that leads us to Mackenzie Peter. Now, she wasn't charged in this case, but she did provide detectives with some answers.
Earlier today, you had contact with some investigators with the West Central Drug Task Force, and they passed some information on to us about an abandoned farm and a suitcase out there. We followed up on that, and your information appears to be accurate, so we just kind of wanted to keep what was happening with the drug unit and this incident out there kind of separate, and I kind of just wanted to get the story from you again. So can you kind of just tell me about that part?
Bernie told me that he found a dead body.
Bernie did?
Yeah.
Who's Bernie?
Dude, that from the house, Bernard, whatever the fuck.
Bernard?
I don't know his name.
Okay.
He told me that there was a little kid in a fucking suitcase chopped up or some shit. I told him to call the cops, but he wouldn't do it. He was scared to or something. I don't know why he wouldn't just go to the cops.
Right.
We went there, it was right down the street from 29 Vines, right by Plant Marketing.
Yep.
I was driving down there and he told me where to go. I was driving back and it was right next to the pole, like one of the last corners in this driveway. And there's just this purple suitcase sitting there in the middle of nowhere, basically. It was just out of place. It didn't belong there.
Right.
Like, it looked like it was covered in blood. Like, dark brown, old blood.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just drove right past it in the driveway part, went up, turned around. And then we left. He wanted to get out because he said he had to go to the bathroom and take a piss, but I fucking screamed at him. Like, I just wanted to get out of there. That whole place was just creepy.
Right, I bet it was.
He told me there's like underground tunnels in the sheds and I don't know.
So did he say how he found it?
He said he knows the farmer that farms the land there, and he just goes around and is stealing stuff out of the pole sheds.
Okay.
He was just walking back there, and he fucking noticed it was out of place, just like I said it was. Like, didn't belong there. His curiosity peaked, and he went up to it and like kicked it over.
Yeah.
And then he unzipped the suitcase and he pulled it back and he saw a little bit of hair. It was, I don't know, he said like the body was decomposing. And he didn't know how it was possible that that suitcase was there. Like somebody just put it there because the grass underneath it was fresh, like it wasn't just mud and dirt like it would have been, you know?
So you drove, when you were back there, did your vehicle leave the driveway at all?
I mean, it went all the way back into the, like, where the field almost started.
Right. But you never got out of the car?
No.
Okay.
He wanted to, and I freaked out at him.
Did he say anybody other than himself has touched that suitcase?
No. And the up thing is, like, I was cleaning out the room that I'm staying in, and way in the back of the closet, there's a bed sheet and a comforter that were covered in blood, what looked like blood, and it was way too much blood to just not be. I don't know if it had anything to do with it. It's just disgusting. It smelled like death in there, and I don't know.
Say that again. In your bedroom?
In the room that I'm staying in now, way in the back of the closet, there was a comforter and a bed sheet, and it looked like it was covered in blood.
Is it there now?
They're outside.
It's outside? And it was in your closet in your room?
Yeah.
And you don't know how it got there?
Oh, like there was so much stuff in the closet and stuff. It used to be Raymond's room when he was there.
Okay.
And it was jam-packed, like stuffed full of stuff. Like the whole room was just trash. Like that whole house was trashed when I got there. I've been cleaning it out.
Like, are we talking like a lot of blood you thought it was?
Covered in blood, like a queen-sized sheet and comforter. It looks like blood to me, and it smelled horrible in there.
And it stunk.
It smelled like death.
That recording ends shortly thereafter, but another one begins almost right away.
I mean, do you believe his story about the body or not?
I don't know. Like, just after finding that blanket, I really don't know.
But I thought that was Raymond's room.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Bernie's house. You know?
Yeah.
Like, there was stuff in that closet from when Trevor got out of prison, when Trevor lived there.
So, the reason Bernard told you he was out there is because he knew the farmer and knew that that place was abandoned and he was just out there to try to steal.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a bunch of stuff in the pole sheds and stuff. Like, he was gonna try and get that tractor that's out there.
Right. Did he talk about moving the suitcase at all?
Yeah, he said that he, like, kicked it over. So it was like standing up, and then he said he kicked it over so it was laying down.
Okay.
And then he said he unzipped it and opened it up. And then he said he zipped it back up. And he said when he was there that he...
Now that recording ends mid-sentence and picks up with a third and final installment of Mackenzie's interview.
Doesn't know what happened because he said he felt like he was there for 2 minutes and it ended up being like 2 hours.
Right. Did he say he was there by himself or with other people?
Just him.
After gathering all of those interviews, investigators had a tall order ahead of themselves. First, to find the person responsible for this murder, and second, identify the remains found in the suitcase. If you'll recall from the timeline, Rosalie went missing in early July, and the suitcase was discovered in October. That means the remains were decomposing for about 3 months before they were discovered, during the hottest time of year in Wisconsin. All of that meant the decomp process was really sped up. So not only was it difficult to identify how this person was killed, it was also difficult for the remains to be identified in the first place. So much so that Wisconsin officials actually had to send out for help. It took almost 1 year for the remains to be identified thanks to DNA profiles from the University of North Texas. On September 29th, 2021, Chippewa County Sheriff's officials were notified that the remains had been positively identified as 24-year-old Rosalie and her unborn daughter. Days later, on October 4th, 2021, the news went public. And right away, Jose was a person of interest, given that he was the father of Rosalie's unborn daughter and was dating Rosalie at the time of her disappearance and now murder. A warrant was put out for his arrest, and then nothing. For years, there were no signs of Jose. That is, until November 23rd, 2023, when license plate readers in Gladstone, Missouri picked up on some stolen plates.
I'm gonna get arrested.
We don't know yet.
I just wanna be. If you guys wanna arrest me, then arrest me. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. And
Well, like we just told you, man, you're in possession of a vehicle with stolen plates.
This is body cam from that traffic stop showing Jose behind the wheel of the vehicle. Now keep in mind, this was years after Rosalie's death and about an 8-hour drive from where her body was discovered. But at first, officers knew none of that.
Do you have a title for it?
no, I think he said he will give me the title.
So you filed without any paperwork whatsoever?
Something happened?
Yes, so the plate's stolen, like he said. The plate that's on this vehicle is stolen.
Oh, okay then.
So that's the only reason why we're contacting you is because those plates came back stolen. Do you have any paperwork on the car?
No, I don't have no paperwork.
Okay. When did you get the car?
Like,
Find a driver's license?
No.
When did you get it?
like 2 or 3
Yeah,
weeks.
social,
Okay.
but it doesn't match the name of the ID.
Do you have a Missouri driver's license?
No, I don't have nothing.
Okay.
I can step out if you guys want to.
You're good.
Excuse me. Sorry.
No, you're good.
A captain with the Gladstone Police Department later said about this specifically, quote, "The driver had a little bit of an identity crisis. Gave a couple of different names, had multiple identification cards in his wallet with his likeness, but had multiple names. With the multiple IDs and stolen plates alone, first responders take Jose into custody."
Do me a favor, man. Go ahead and step out. I'm just going to detain you for now, okay?
Huh?
I'm just going to detain you for now, okay?
Detain you? What does that mean?
I'm going to put you in handcuffs. You're not under arrest yet, okay?
Just before you arrest me, can I call someone real quick?
Yeah, we can get you a phone call in a second, okay?
In this next clip, you can hear officers mention a warrant for Jose out of Wisconsin.
Do you have any weapons I could poke?
I believe it's out of Wisconsin. That name that he provided is showing as an
I'm
alias
just detaining him for now.
on a
Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
full of strict.
After he's searched, Jose is taken to the squad car.
Unless it's just your phone.
Me,
I'm gonna put you in the car, okay?
Hey, go, mate. Look for the barcode for the dishwasher.
Like I said, you're just being detained, okay?
Okay. So I'm going to jail?
No, you're just being detained. Just have a seat in here, okay?
But can I make a call real quick?
Not right now.
Now that Jose is safely detained, officers can talk amongst themselves, starting with the multiple IDs Jose had with him.
I copy. So last 43473.
He had like 3 different IDs that like made no sense. So like this name, his last name's Torres. It doesn't come back to these two. These two match. This one does not.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay.
He just wants to know whatever happens to it. Just let him know if he needs a tow or not. I said most likely county will or Kansas City. If it's
Because this is
the
Kansas
same.
City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Bayless said to have them respond to see if they'll let you do whatever or if they want to do something with it.
Yeah, it's Kansas City.
Well, this is dumb.
Well, when it came out of the homicide, I'm like, oh.
That's why I was like, yeah, let's detain this guy.
Yeah.
Officers want to make sure they got the right guy, so they test Jose's fingerprints.
All right, man, do me a favor.
Yeah, sir.
Let me see your index finger, so scoot towards me. Can you scoot some more?
Oh no, the call center.
All right, let's just ask him for the right.
Sir, what's gonna happen?
Well, it's not up to us. It's up to county to decide, okay? Just hang tight.
Good?
Yeah. Green check mark means good, right?
Go ahead, sir.
What's your date of birth?
Last name
09/25/1997.
09 what?
09/25/1997.
Okay.
The hyphenated. George, Adam, Robert, Charles, Ida, Adam. First name John, Ocean, Sam, Edward. Middle initial E. Edwards.
Try
Affirmative, that's going to be the
9/25/97.
party wanted for homicide. Copy that. Came back through the fingerprint.
Yep, that's him.
Cool. 4-7 just for info.
About all of this, a Gladstone police captain later said, quote, "They did a good job. It would have been real easy to take the stolen tag, take him at his word, write him a ticket, and send him on his way. They listened to their training and their instincts, and I'm very proud of them." Back to the body cam now, though. Officers then discussed the crimes Jose is accused of.
Homicide for a child getting drowned, right?
Like a 1-year-old dead body. He tried to hide it.
Piece of shit.
Oh.
That's probably, yeah. Unless that's not him, and it's
No, dude, that's his.
It's 100% him.
Yeah, 100%.
We got his fingerprint.
Yeah.
I'd rather have county come here than KCPD though.
If they let you get this homicide, dude, that's awesome.
That would be.
2 Netherlands in the starting lineup.
Just for a simple.
We had 2. How much? What is it?
Stealing misdemeanor?
Yeah. County will hold him for that, right?
For what?
No, like they better hold him.
For the homicide?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna hold him.
13 of 20. Remember 13.
Like, no, we're not gonna take him.
Yeah. They said it's out of like Oklahoma or something.
I wonder if it's like.
One,
hard to say, but I mean, I'm Mexican myself, so I wonder if it's cartel related with him having a Mexican.
I don't know.
He has like 2 different socials.
Dude, he has like 3 or 4 different IDs.
None of those IDs come back to him, even the Mexican one. So like, what if he's
my one car? You wouldn't take this?
7.
Yep. So like,
6, 7.
if they do let me take it, that'd be awesome. But if they don't, should I just do an info report?
Yeah.
Okay.
Officers point out the irony that the wallpaper on Jose's phone is of a baby girl.
You know what his background on his phone is?
What?
It's of a baby girl. Piece of. Well, his phone has a picture of a baby on it.
It's like a 1-year-old corpse that he's wanted for.
Piece of.
Later, responding officers ask Jose about all of this.
You said your daughter was born last month?
But first, he's made aware Jose is being arrested.
All right, man. So here's the deal. You're under arrest for, you have a warrant out, all right? So you're under arrest for that. And you're also under arrest for the stolen plate, too. And also the false info, because all the names that you gave us did not come back to your actual name. Okay? So you're going to be going to county jail. So I'm going to get some tickets on, and I'm going to transport you over there. Okay?
After this, what's gonna happen?
After this? You'll probably get a court date. You'll be in jail. You'll probably you'll have an arraignment or whatnot. I'm sure whenever we get to county, all the jailers can explain everything to you over there, okay?
So they're gonna explain everything today, or?
Yeah, basically what'll go on forth from today. Once we get to the jail, they'll explain it to you.
So I'm gonna spend time on you.
Oh yeah, you will.
Jose was booked into jail in Missouri, but extradited back to Chippewa County, Wisconsin on November 30th, 2023. That's where he was charged with first-degree reckless homicide, first-degree intentional homicide of an unborn child, and hiding a corpse. In April 2024, he pleaded not guilty to the charges, and a trial was even set for March of 2025. But just weeks before his trial date, on January 8th, 2025, Jose reached a plea deal. He ended up pleading no contest to an amended charge of first-degree reckless homicide. On May 2nd, 2025, Jose was sentenced.
There are not many crimes that are more vicious or aggravated. Instead of taking responsibility, he fled. It took a great deal of time to hide the corpse and make his getaway. He actually pled to a reduced crime 4 years after the crime. When he was arrested, he had 2 IDs on him that belonged to 2 different people that resembled him. I'm not sure what his plan was, but I believe he had a plan. The crime was indescribable. And the ramifications of that crime are, of course, being felt yet today, almost 5 years after the fact. And it'll be affecting everybody going forward for a lifetime. Your daughter, Rosalie's daughter, I've got to consider your characteristics. Again, we're 5 years, almost 5 years after the fact. I think the fact that you were on the run for 4 years speaks volumes about your character.
Finally, at the end of the hearing, the judge handed down Jose's sentence.
How do you tell a 9-year-old her mother was murdered? How How do you tell a 9-year-old her mom's not coming back? I don't have an answer for that. But Mr. Mega Garcia, I think that the appropriate sentence here is 40 years in the system, 25 in, 15 out. I will note that that's more than the PSI writer indicated, but I think it warrants, your actions warrant the responsibility to the crime. I think that all warrants that sentence.
That's where today's Scandal episode leaves us for now. If you have any ideas about a future Scandal episode, please send them our way. Our tip line is scandal@lawandcrime.com. If you want to connect with me personally on social media like Instagram, you can find me at Sierra Gillespie. Thanks so much for watching today's episode of Scandal. As always, I'm your host, Sierra Gillespie, and I'll see you next time.
A desperate Ohio couple pleads with the 911 operator.
911, what's going on there?
For police help.
Well, me and my friend, we've been having some issues with somebody stalking us and menacing us.
But the very person threatening their life?
Hey, what's going on right now?
Well, basically, he's armed and dangerous, and he's sitting out in front of the house.
Is the same one sworn to protect them?
What's his name?
I believe it's Eric.
Is her boyfriend the Akron cop?
Yeah. How do you know?
Trust, safety, security. Basic needs that young single mom Alexis Duquesne was lacking in her life.
I don't think Miss Duquesne had the best childhood and upbringing. I think as a result of some of her experiences, she had a post-traumatic stress disorder and some mental health issues that she was dealing with.
Then, at the age of 27, she decided to take control of her destiny, enrolling at the University of Akron, Ohio, to study, of all things, criminal justice.
During your studies at the university, you met a professor.
I did.
Eric Paul. Talk to me about him as a person.
He seemed like a very intelligent, great guy, a good teacher. I enjoyed the class.
Someone that you trusted.
Yes.
In addition to being an adjunct professor at the university, he was a decorated police sergeant with 20 years of stellar service.
He was very celebrated. He did a lot of work for the department. They depended on him for grant writing. And from outside looking in, he's what any police department would want.
And after a while, he was what Alexis thought she wanted too. Of course, at the time, he was her professor and a married man. The two became good friends, and sometime after Alexis completed his class, they became even more.
Everything just came really naturally. He was helpful with college things, different things I needed or had questions about in school, and I just felt safe at first with him.
He decides that he's going to get a divorce, right? He has been with his wife since he was 18 years old.
Correct.
He has 2 daughters. He's leaving his wife. Why? Because he loves you so much?
He said that I was the only woman he'd ever loved. Ever.
And did you believe him?
Yeah, I did.
That was
In Eric,
shoulder charge.
Alexis felt like she'd finally found the safety and stability she'd been craving. But Sergeant Eric Paul was hiding some dark secrets, the kind that escaped from the bottom of a bottle.
And how often was he drinking?
Daily. Eventually, I realized it was daily. He was a very functional alcoholic. We had text messages between us where he would say, you know, in my career, I'm rock solid. No one knows who I really am.
Before long, the once caring cop started exerting more and more control over his girlfriend's life.
He wanted to know all of my vulnerabilities. He wanted to know everything about my past, everything I was doing every day. He would text me between, I guess the average was 200 and 500 times a day.
200 and 500 times a day?
Yeah.
What else could he have been doing during that time?
And things only got more disturbing from there.
Our relationship was very up and down. It would be really great, and then he would get heavily intoxicated and then would maybe threaten to end my life or his own. I would say almost weekly at one point, he would told me if I tried to leave him, he was going to kill himself.
Alexis felt trapped, but then, out of nowhere, Eric
left
her.
I was relieved when he ended it. And
You didn't feel sadness at the time?
maybe a
or-
little, but I think that my gut told me, this is a good thing. This is a good thing.
It had been, what, 2 years?
About a year and a half.
A year and a half
at that point.
A year and a half of extreme dysfunction. Both Alexis and Eric seemed eager to move on. Eric began seeing someone else. And while Alexis wasn't so quick to trust again, she did eventually allow another man in.
September of 2014, I finally, I had met someone through church, and we kind of began casually dating. And,
Did you tell him?
Well, I got up the courage. I texted him when he texted me one day, I said, Eric, it's not appropriate anymore that you message me. I met someone. And he was not happy. About 2 a.m. that night, I wake up to what sounds like someone trying to smash in my bedroom window. It was him. He had ripped the screen out of my bedroom window and was trying to break in.
And that's when most people would have called the police. But Eric Paul was the police.
What happened after that?
He was texting me saying, I will not leave until you come out. I can wait here all night. And so I went outside, and he puts the gun to my head. And
So he put the gun to your head that night?
Yes.
Did you think that you were going to die?
Oh.
Everything inside of Alexis screamed, run away. But mortal fear can be a powerful motivator.
He pointed the gun at himself and said, I can't live without you. You're the only woman I love. I need you. I broke up with my girlfriend today. I want to be with you.
Staring at the barrel of Eric's service weapon, Alexis felt she had no choice but to tell him they could work things out. Anything to get him to leave. But for the bad cop, there was still the matter of the other man she was dating.
The following day, he called me and he said that he had ran the background report on the guy. And he said, I will kill him and I will kill you. You need to stop talking to him. And so I did.
But if she thought that would make things better between her and Eric, she was dead wrong.
Thanksgiving 2014. What happens on that day?
The day started out okay. We went to my family house and he went to his family's house. And
you're still together at this point?
Yeah, we're still together. And I get a phone call and he's like, hey, I want to come over and watch a movie and hang out. I said, okay. So I put my son to bed, and when he arrived, I realized he was pretty heavily intoxicated.
Alexis feels uneasy, but doesn't want to do anything to set him off.
After the movie was over, we were laying there, and he just started getting really violent, verbally aggressive, shouting, yelling, to an extreme that I had never seen. And I was immediately very, very, very.
Man, is that?
And she had every reason to be.
He began to get aggressive and yelling and pulling my hair, shoving me, and threw me down on the couch and put his hands around my neck and began to strangle me. I couldn't breathe. I was grasping at my neck, trying to get his hands off, and I couldn't.
And then, with her vision fading, this was the last thing Alexis says she could recall.
He flipped me over and pulled down my pants and just, started raping me. And
shit.
That's the last thing I remember.
And yet somehow, it was just the beginning. To protect and serve, the sworn oath of every police officer. But when it came to his girlfriend, Alexis, Ohio Police Sergeant Eric Paul operated by a different code. Thanksgiving night, in a heavily intoxicated rage, Eric begins to strangle his girlfriend. The last thing she remembers before passing out, she alleges, is being raped by the man she once trusted.
When I woke up, I was still face down, and my son was at the bottom of the stairs, crying. And Eric was like, got off me and was like, go get your son, bitch.
You don't know at this point exactly what your son saw.
Yep.
But he was definitely there when you woke up.
Mm-hmm.
After that, Eric left, and Alexis felt helpless, too afraid to call police, also known as Eric's employers.
Everything Eric did or said, he showed me that he was untouchable. He knew everyone, people he introduced me to. He would tell me he could kill me and get away with it. But all the time.
And so Alexis didn't file a report. Instead, she takes her own evidence photos and files them away for future use. The next day, Eric and Alexis have the following text exchange. Eric writes, quote, "I've never hurt someone before. I'm actually getting worse." Alexis responds, quote, "You crushed my throat. I felt all the pressure behind my eyes and ears ringing." Eric goes on to apologize for the assault, though he never says anything about the rape.
What happens after that with your relationship with him?
I just try to distance myself as much as possible. I was in that cycle, you know, and I thought I could slowly distance myself and he would leave me alone. Looking back, that was definitely not the case.
Instead, her life became a living hell. Constant texts, messages written in the snow. Eric refused to leave Alexis alone. But then she made a new friend. Just a friend, but a good one.
Talk to me about how you met Alexis.
We had some mutual friends on social media.
Put the aircon on.
Evolved from
I think
there.
it's a bit warm.
Like Alexis, Brandon had kids. And for Alexis, it didn't hurt having
It's just
someone
19, but I
around
think it's
who
hot
could
out.
look out for her. But for Eric, Brandon looked like victim number 2.
Talk to me about the first time you met Eric Paul. What was that like?
So my initial contact with Mr. Paul wasn't a very good one.
Akron 911, what's the location of your emergency?
Someone's beating on my door. I don't know if they're trying to break in. They're beating on the window. I've got my young children here.
Was it the night in December when we were at Alexis's house with our children, and he attempted to force his way inside.
His 2 daughters were over. The girls got really scared. They're like, "What's going on, Dad? Like, I don't understand."
He's there beating out of the door right now.
Okay, so they're trying to actually get in the house now?
Yes.
Oh! I mean, it started getting more fierce and going to different windows and the front door, the back door. I was concerned not only for our safety, but our children's safety.
Do you have any weapons in the house?
Oh! No.
Are they still trying to get in?
Yep.
Okay,
I
so
had
then
the
get
ball.
the kids upstairs. And go ahead and shut the door once you guys get in the room.
For the next several minutes, Brandon, Alexis, and the kids huddled in the bedroom, waiting for police to arrive, even though in a sick way, they were already there.
We should have an officer. Do you see an officer?
I was upstairs. The police show up and they come inside, and Brandon says to them, "I know who it was that's trying to get in." And they said, "Who?" And he said, "Well, it's an Akron police sergeant." And he said their whole look on their face changed, and they said, "We need to know who." And he said, "Eric Paul." And the sergeant was like, "Oh."
Then, instead of taking a report, Alexis says the officer took out his cell phone to call Eric.
Come to find out, it was a friend of his, ex-partner of his, that was the one that
Come on!
Before they even leave my house, began getting threats from Eric. "I know what you have done."
Alexis tried to get responding officers to take a report, but she says they refused.
I said, "He's gonna kill me. Like, he's crazy. He's lost his mind. He's sick. I need your help." He's like,
That's
"I'm not
crazy.
I'll handle this." And they drove off.
Abandoned, she felt, by the very agency with any power to do something. And things were only about to get worse.
So Brandon leaves, and Eric calls me and says, "If you don't come to my house right now, I'm gonna come and put a bullet in your son's head and kill you too." So I went.
And what happened?
I arrived at his house, and he said that he had taken a bunch of Ativan, and he was holding his gun. And he tried to talk to me, "You know how much I love you," and just all these controlling, manipulative statements. And I just was appeasing him. I was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, you know, I'm terrified.
Can you see it at that point, how bad things were?
Yes, but I was just in survival mode.
You're in survival
mode? At that
mode.
point, I was still in survival mode.
After that, Alexis says she tried to keep her distance, making it clear she didn't want to see Eric again. But he didn't stay away. And then, April 6th, everything finally came to a head. Concerned for his friend, Brandon told Alexis she could hide out at his house the next town over.
So I went and I hid at my friend Brandon's house and pulled into the garage, turned my phone off. I was worried that there was some sort of tracking device on my phone. And so Brandon said, go ahead and use my phone if you want. I get on my Facebook. And what I found was completely crazy. He said he was going to every guy's house I'd ever dated. He was taking pictures of himself outside of these guys' houses. He can send me pictures of his gun. You know, he's like, if you can come at any time and I'll stop, but I'm not gonna stop if you don't show up.
But Alexis had no intention of leaving the safety of her hideout. Unfortunately, she couldn't stay hidden for long.
Finally, he messages me. He says, I figured it out. You took your dog to your mom's house and you're hiding at Brandon's. You coward.
Gripped by fear, Alexis feels stuck in a merciless nightmare that just won't end.
He's out in front of my house.
And you're sure that your dad is home at that address?
Yes.
It was a nightmare from which she couldn't wake up. Alexis DeCanny, brutally raped, she claims, then stalked by the police sergeant she once called her boyfriend. Then, April 6th, Alexis hides out at her friend Brandon's house in a town outside of the sergeant's jurisdiction, just not far enough.
He then sends me a picture of himself outside of Brandon's house, like a selfie. And he says, I can see him in there laying on the couch. I can see him. I'm going in. I'm going to shoot him.
The person on the couch was actually Brandon's elderly father. Both Alexis and Brandon are out of the house at the time, and Alexis drives straight to the local police department.
I demanded to see the the next person up. They kept telling me no. So finally I called Brandon. I said, call 911. They mandatorily have to send a cruiser to the address if you call 911.
911, what's your emergency?
Well, me and my friend, we've been having some issues with somebody stalking us and menacing us, sending us threatening emails and text messages.
Okay, what's going on right now?
Well, basically, he's armed and dangerous, and he's sitting out in front of the house.
I called 911 from the truck. I didn't know. I just didn't want to go home. You know, what am I going to do? Walk into a gunfight?
A gunfight, right?
You know, or walk into just getting everyone killed.
Is her boyfriend the Akron cop?
Yeah.
Or ex-boyfriend? I apologize.
How do you know?
Okay, she's still here at the police department, so nobody's actually seen this car outside of the house?
I don't know. Right now, I'm going by what she's telling me, and my dad's elderly. He's 67 years old, basically confined with medical equipment. I don't need something going down.
Yeah, for sure. And you're sure that your dad is home at that address?
Yes.
Finally, police do send a cruiser to
Give
the
it to
scene
Robert.
and find an armed and loaded Eric Paul the next street over.
I literally fell to my knees in relief, and I was like, he'll at least get a DUI.
Something.
She's drunk. He's wasted,
Right.
if nothing else. And they never even did a field sobriety check.
They let him go?
They pink slipped him. A pink slip means that they have him evaluated by a psychiatrist or psychologist. They take him to the psych unit.
And what were the results?
He was out after a few hours. He was messaging me and threatening me from the psych unit. He still had his phone.
Thankfully, Alexis finally gets a judge to issue a temporary protection order, though getting anyone to enforce it may not be so easy.
He pretty much immediately began trying to contact me via email. When I read it and I found it, I immediately called and said, this is what he did. He violated my protection order. You know, and she's like, okay, good to know.
How many times did he violate that protection order? 4 times? What happened on the 4th time that really got everyone's attention?
I texted the detective, I got smart, and I said, well, if I have a written document that I am informing her, and I said, this is the 4th time he has violated my protection order. Is it irrelevant? Does it not matter?
And what did she say?
Nothing, and then he was arrested that day.
Brought in by his own brothers in blue.
City versus Eric Paul.
Why do you think it was so difficult for Alexis to get the proper attention from law enforcement in this case?
Because it's so hard to believe. We are trained to respect authority, and we do expect our law enforcement officers to be good people. And when an allegation such as this, so outrageous of conduct from an officer, surfaces, it is a very hard pill to understand and swallow.
But it turns out one of the hardest pills to swallow was still to come.
I received a phone call from one of the detectives. I remember she said, "I'm going to need you to sit down for what I'm about to tell you." And she said, there are hundreds of other victims. Hundreds.
While Crime Watch Daily couldn't verify if the number of victims was actually in the hundreds, there is no doubt that Eric Paul did prey on scores of other women.
We really take a deep look into the rabbit hole we call the mind of Eric Paul here, and you find out how demented and sick he was. He had a penchant for adult and female entertainers.
I was informed that he was at a strip club at least 5 times a week, that he was following other women around, that he was harassing them.
He actually went into what's called OLEG, which is a gateway that we have in the state of Ohio. What it enables them to do is find out basic information. And what we found with him is that on dozens and dozens and dozens of times, he was going in using that for his own purpose, nothing to do with law enforcement.
A felony in the state of Ohio.
So we charged him, and he pled guilty to 3 separate counts of misusing what we call OLEG, this gateway, and really abusing the trust that every police officer has.
Sure, they're upset and embarrassed.
In addition to those charges, Eric Paul pled guilty to 1 count of menacing by stalking and another for violating a protection order against Alexis. But on the most serious allegation, that brutal Thanksgiving Day rape and strangulation,
She never filed any complaints or said anything to anyone about that incident when it originally occurred. I think that ultimately led to that charge being reduced or amended down to an aggravated assault. Mr. Paul has always disputed that there was any kind of a sexual assault, and I would note that there was never any type of sexual assault charges ever filed against Mr. Paul in connection with this case.
The rape was never indicted. So the message that's being sent to her is that it's your fault, somehow, some way, that you were brutally raped.
though the Ohio Attorney General's office asked for the maximum of 9 years. Eric Paul was sentenced to 4 years on 6 counts, eligible for judicial release in just 6 months. If he's not released, he will serve the entire 4 years. But that's cold comfort to Alexis and her team.
Stalking and menacing does not even begin to express the level of torment I had to experience and endure.
The length of the sentence is certainly inadequate for rape. What we would like to see happen is the department take ownership and accept responsibility and say, hey, we have done wrong by you, and we're now going to protect and serve you and try to rebuild and restore trust in you. That is what we would like to see.
Though we reached out to Akron Police for comment, they have yet to return our calls. However things shake out, Eric Paul will never again be allowed to wear a police badge. But for Alexis DeCanny, it's a small trade for the pain she's endured.
Do you fear for your safety right now?
Yeah. Yes.
Right this minute, even though he's locked up in solitary confinement.
Mm-hmm.
So if you fear for your safety now, what happens when he gets out?
It's a very scary thought.
At sentencing, Paul, who is also the father to 2 teenage girls, apologized to Alexis, his family, and the Akron Police Department.
Only minutes after 21-year-old Reagan Tokes walked out of Bodega Restaurant where she worked as a waitress.
I knew she was getting off at 9
What
o'clock.
the fuck?
Her father knew something was wrong.
She told me she would call me. The phone call never came.
2 hours earlier, Toby Tokes, who lived more than 1,000 miles away, had texted his daughter.
I didn't realize she was working. She texted me back. She said, Dad, I can't talk right now, but I will call you when I leave tonight.
When she didn't call, panic set in.
I was actually frantically trying to get a hold of her that evening until about 2 in the morning.
But Toby would never talk to his daughter again. And instead of planning her upcoming college graduation, her family would soon be planning her funeral.
In my opinion, there's not enough justice for what happened to Reagan.
Growing up, there was never a doubt where Reagan Tokes would go to college.
She wanted to go to the Ohio State University. That was the only place she wanted to go.
Lisa McCrary Tokes says becoming a Buckeye was her daughter's lifelong dream, and nothing was going to stand in her way.
When I remember...
Say that one. Ooh. This is the one we just watched.
I'm not a problem. If he wasn't a liar and didn't have all my belongings in here and my dog, we wouldn't have a problem. I'm calling my mother right now.
Police go to a house for a break-in and they catch one of their own red-handed.
Well, I just smashed his front door in.
I go through the arrest of Officer Rebecca Sayeg and how it ended. I'm Anjanette Levy, and this is Crime Fix.
If you haven't watched on the YouTube, give it a like. Give it a like.
You know, crime is really scary, but there's really nothing scarier than searching online and seeing what info about you is out there. Well, guess what? There are ways you can protect your personal information like your name, your phone number, your address, and other info that's online so scammers and data brokers can't get a hold of it and sell it. Incogni is a company that can do that. You can sign up on its site and they'll start removing your data ASAP. Setup takes just minutes. Just create an account, authorize Incogni to act for you, and they do the rest. And with their new Unlimited Plans custom removals feature, you can submit custom links where your data shows up, and a privacy expert will remove it for you. So if you care about your online safety, and you really should, take your data back with Incogni. Use the code CRIMEFIX for 60% off an annual plan. Police officers take an oath to protect and serve, but sometimes they can cross the line and end up on the wrong side of the law. That happened to Toms River police officer Rebecca Sayeg last year. Sayeg was actually an award-winning police officer in Toms River, New Jersey. In 2022, she was given a Class B award for going into a home that was on fire and getting the homeowner and her pets out safely. That's a big accomplishment. But on April 25th, 2025, Sayeg found herself in big trouble. Police in Berkeley Township, New Jersey, got a call from a homeowner that Sayeg had broken into her ex-boyfriend's home.
Dude,
where is she?
That needs to be on.
Yeah,
she's upstairs throwing a tantrum. Okay, she broke.
Am I going this way?
The man you heard saying she's upstairs throwing a tantrum is Sayeg's ex-boyfriend. The video is blurry. It's redacted when the officer's body-worn camera shows the inside of the home or the victims. Now let's get back to the video.
Rebecca.
I'm not doing this right now.
You are, Rebecca. Stop.
No,
Stop.
I'm getting all my shit.
I got you, but stop for a second.
No, I'm getting all my stuff.
Rebecca, stop for a second.
This is ridiculous, Kyle. Like, I have a closet full of clothes here. I have all my important here. And he wants to sit here and have a random in here with all my belongings, thinking that what she's going to be the new parent to my dog,
All right, let's
saying
stop.
that she's going to move in and get the
All right, we're going to stop screaming now.
Like, all my stuff. Look, you want to see? All my stuff. All my stuff. My stuff. My stuff. My
All right,
stuff.
Rebecca.
I don't care. I need my phone. I'm calling my PBA rep.
All right, well, this is the problem here. You're not going to stay up here.
No,
Rebecca.
hold on,
Rebecca. No, you're not. Rebecca. Rebecca.
I'm
Stop.
going to my car.
Stop. She's walking up front.
And Dad.
She's not leaving.
Watch out. Watch out.
She's not leaving. She's grabbing her phone. Is that Sarge? Yeah, Sarge. Rebecca. Rebecca, come on, stay out here for a minute. Do me a solid here and just stop making this
calling my
more.
brother.
All right, stop making this harder than it's gotta be.
You need to come here right now. Because I just snapped. Well, I just smashed his front door in.
So right there, award-winning Toms River police officer Rebecca Sayeg makes a major admission. She smashed in the front door of her ex-boyfriend's home. She literally admits to a crime or two, burglary and criminal mischief. And don't think the officer who appears to know Sayeg didn't hear it.
Smashed the front door. Oh, she's right here.
I'm right here. I'm not a problem. If he wasn't a liar and didn't have all my belongings in here and my dog, we wouldn't have a problem. I'm calling my mother right now.
I don't care. You're under arrest.
For what? Criminal mischief?
Yeah, and breaking in.
So criminal mischief isn't an arrestable offense.
Rebecca.
Hold on. First of all.
Rebecca, stop. Please stop. You're making this a lot harder than it's gotta be. Rebecca.
No, we're gonna go when I get all my.
No, we're.
This is the way to handle this. You know this.
You know better than this.
Okay, well, I'm calling my PBA.
You know there's not.
PBA
Stay
right
here,
first.
Rebecca. Stay here.
No,
Stay here.
I'm getting my.
What?
Okay, give me a second.
We're not gonna give you a.
Yes, you are. I'm calling my PBA rep. I don't know who you're screaming at. What the are you doing? What are you doing? Are you?
Stop resisting.
Are you kidding
Stop
me?
resisting. Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. You
Don't put your
just
hands
came
behind your back.
and grabbed my neck. Get off of me.
He didn't grab your neck.
Yes, he did.
Grab your arm. Just take it easy.
Kyle.
Rebecca, just take a deep breath. Stop.
I'm
Stop.
fine. I was just calling my PBA rep. Give me my phone so I can call my mother.
You can call her at the station.
No, you can give me my phone now.
Grab DV paperwork. Yep.
I want my dog. I want my dog. Kyle, I want my
Your
dog.
dog to the station.
Kyle, remove yourself.
All right. Rebecca, just stop. Be smart.
No, I want my dog.
It's crazy.
I'm holding. That's good. Let's go.
Huh? I said remove myself. I don't know what that means, but. Rebecca, stop talking. Stop talking. Please stop talking.
At least my hair is nice.
Huh?
Get down.
Alright. Someone else want to grab this paper?
Oh, we need the paperwork here?
Is anyone going to meet me back at the station?
Oh.
Kyle, go.
All right. I'll meet you at the station.
Now let's take a look at this interaction from another officer's body-worn camera. You are going to see the damage that Sayeg caused.
She doesn't live here. She's lived here for 2.5 years. She's breaking stuff. I get it. I know the sensitivity of this, but she's got to come out of my house. I just.
What'd she break?
Front door. The front. She broke through. She took a baton.
She used a baton?
Oh.
Where's she at?
Right there with Kyle.
All right.
Yes.
Make her put her on arrest.
If he was a liar and didn't have all my belongings in here and my dog, we wouldn't have a problem. I'm calling my mother there. For what? Criminal mischief?
Yeah.
So criminal mischief isn't an arrestable offense. Hold on. First of all.
Stop. Please stop. You're making this a lot harder than it's gotta be. Rebecca.
No, we're gonna go when I get all my.
No, we're.
This is the way to handle this. You know this.
You know better than this.
Okay, well, I'm calling my PBA.
You know there's no stereo. Rebecca, stand
You know what?
I'm getting
Kyle.
my.
What? What?
Okay, give me a second.
We're not going to give you a second.
Yes, you are.
No, we're
I'm
not.
calling my PBA.
I don't give a
I don't know who
I
you're
don't
screaming
care.
at me. What the are you doing?
You're
What are you doing? Are you kidding me?
Stop
I'm not
Are you
resisting.
kidding me?
And grab my neck. Get off of me.
He grabbed your neck.
Yes, he did.
Grab your
All right, just take it easy.
Kyle,
Megan, just take a deep breath. Stop.
I'm fine. I was just calling my PBA rep. Give me my phone so I can call my mother.
You can call her at the station.
No, you
Sarge,
can give me my phone now.
grab DV paperwork.
I'm gonna burn your house down next.
Yikes. So Rebecca Sayeg threatened to burn her ex's house down. And he told the cops that she actually hasn't lived there for more than 2 years. And she really, really wants her dog back.
Put in my car.
At least my hair is nice today.
Huh?
Put it
Take
down.
All right. Someone else want to grab this paperwork?
Yeah.
Is anyone going to meet me back at the station? I'll see if there's anything else. I'll see if there's anything else she needs. All right, so I'm patrolling myself. I don't think we ever met, but I got your phone. Is there anything else you need?
I need someone to remove my car from this place, and with my car, I need my dog. And
Not your dog.
Probably the best person to call is my brother or my sister.
Okay. I'm just gonna transport you.
My mom might be able to take my dog, but I tried calling her, but that's when Brian decided to manhandle me.
All right,
When I decided to try to call my mom.
When we get down to the police station, we'll let you make a call, all right?
Yep, that's fine. Listen, I'm no video.
All right. We'll try to make this.
Sayeg is eventually taken to the Berkeley Township Police Department.
Let me just tell him real quick, and then I'll take care of that. Just because I don't have a radio on me. Sarge. Tanis. She has to go to the bathroom again. What do you want me to do? Back up, sir?
$94.
This way, yep. Up the stairs. Yeah. Yep. First door past the elevator. You're good.
They keep the door cracked.
Yeah, I'll just crack it. You're good.
Hey, Ann.
Yeah.
When I do go to the hospital, can we just make sure like my supervisors are there?
Yeah, we can let them know.
They're gonna need an X-ray in my hand too.
Yeah, it's good you're gonna go. Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's from him too. But I'm not gonna sit here and be a fucking.
pull it. Here you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
there's
just
no
pull it?
code
Oh,
for this one.
yeah, I'm so used to like arguing.
It's only to exit. Yeah, you have to put the code in.
To like get buzzed in.
So the police are preparing to take Rebecca Sayeg to the hospital to have her hand checked out, but she wants the police to call her mom.
Do you want me to tell her that you're gonna go? Should be. The last time I checked, it was.
Oh, I'm saying 11.
Hi, sorry to bother you again. So Rebecca is going to be going to the hospital. She just wanted me to let you know. So you're not going to have to come pick her up. We're going to be taking her. Well, she injured her hand and she just requested to go there just to go speak with someone. So we're going to take her there just so she can be evaluated, and then she'll be able to get in contact with you from the hospital. But you don't have to worry about coming to get her tonight. It's the officer that drove you before, Anthony Stegley. Oh, I apologize. Yeah, this is our dispatch. This is our dispatch phone, or our headquarters phone. Yeah. Okay. Yes. You want to see if she can bring you clothes?
Just that pink bag that's on my passenger seat.
Okay. Rebecca's asking if you could bring her a pink bag that's on her passenger seat. She said she saw it. She just said she was gonna need clean, like clothes and stuff like that. She was just requesting the bag. If you could bring it, that'd be great. That was what she was asking. She said you could. She said you could wait till the morning. She's okay. Yeah. Yeah. She wants to go speak to someone, and then she hurt her hand as well. So. Correct. Rebecca would also like you to know that she is sorry.
Alright, so this is she getting mad. Fucking hell. Oh, that's it, babes. I'm cooked. Catch you later.